that you don't have. So what is right and what is wrong? Just give me a sign. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Baby, don't hurt me no more. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Baby, don't hurt me no more. Now I don't know, what can I do? What can I say? It's all feel. I know we're one, just me
you make me feel. You really turn me on. You know you knock me off my feet, baby. Yeah, my lonely days are gone. They're gone. Ooh, the way you make me feel.
Welcome to the Stab Comedy Theater, though mostly welcome online audience. It's time for Loudmouths. Please welcome your host, already on stage, Sharon Resolution.
Woo! What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing out there? Welcome to Loudmouths. It is our last show of the year. Yes, our last show of the year, but we have a fine, incredible group of fellow comedians and a poet on stage to rock the house. All y'all out there, I see y'all out there, y'all deviants and everything. Welcome once again. I just want to start off by saying thank you for being here. We couldn't do it without you. And I'm about to introduce the first person on the mic, the man with the plan. He's done Say Out Loud comedy. He's done several shows. I give you the comedian, the extraordinaire, Javon Whitlock.
What's up, Stab Comedy internet world? Where should I look? Where are we live at? All of them? All of them? I'm gonna just keep bouncing around and keep bouncing. Sir, can you not interrupt what I'm doing up here? Quiet on set, if you could. I don't know if you guys are giggling, but everyone here is giggling. Me, Sharon, and my boy. This is cool, man. This this is lit. I'm happy you guys are watching out there. I don't know if you have pants on. I hope you do. At least underwear at the very least. If you're watching this, please have something covering the bottom, a towel. This is interesting though, man. This kind of reminds me of what we had to do when COVID was a big thing. Like this is what we had to do. We had to like virtually. I saw dudes put on actual VR headsets and was video gaming comedy to people on PlayStation. It was, I want to say creative, but a piece of me also wants to say sad. You don't know how sad it is to watch a man with a VR headset in an apartment do comedy to avatars. I felt weird because I was like, damn, do I laugh or is that going to like fuck up what he got going on? Because I don't want to like mess up the internet laughter. But this it do kind of remind me of that, man. Like I don't. Ever since like COVID came and it fucked up a lot of shit. I don't know if y'all out there have been to like the new McDonald's that they got now. Like they got these new McDonald's where McDonald's is old, but it's like the thing they got out is new. Like they got these new self-serve machines. If you ain't never been, it's a little mind blowing. I walk up in there for my first time. The manager walks up to me. He was like, "Hi." I was like, "Oh shit, that was aggressive. Why are you yelling? Whatever. Hi, how are you?" He's like, and he looks at me. He's like, "Is this your first time?" And I'm looking confused because I'm like, "To a McDonald's? Motherfucker, no. This is not my first rodeo on the poverty pony, players. I have been broke before, sir. I too am a dollar menuer, and I don't know why you're asking me these questions." And at that point, he looked at me because he was confused. He was like, "No, sir, to the machine." I said, "Oh, yeah, I ain't never did that before. How that works?" He said, "Well, let me run you through it." I said, "Okay, well, what I got to do?" He said, "Well, what do you want?" I said, "Well, I just take a burger." "Well, it's easy. Hit the cheeseburger button." I said, "Skirt. I'm going to have to stop you there." Because I got a bitch-ass stomach. And I got to take that cheese off. I'm not going to lie to you. I got to remove that. I didn't say anything about cheese. He goes, "Oh, that's simple." I said, "Well, how do I do it?" "Well, easy. All you got to do is hit the ingredients button. We'll take you to the choices. We'll take you to the options. Then you'll take you to the cheese. And then you see the cheese." That's You're going to have to slow down, player. I don't know if I came in here for a burger or a job. I'm trying to figure out how to order my food. This dude's running me through orientation. I said, "Ain't this some shit?" It's like, am I a cashier? Is that what this is? Because I got to be honest. If that's what I am, I'd have fired me on the first day, y'all. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why I'd have fired me. Because I didn't give myself no napkins in the bag when I was done. I looked at that. I didn't tell myself to have a nice day. I forgot. It was just me. I didn't know I should tell myself that. And then when I looked at the receipt, I charged myself an extra 57 cents for taking the cheese off the burger. I didn't even know you can do that. I don't know how I messed that up, but I gotta be honest with you. If it was me, I'd have fired me on the first day. But I figured it out, y'all. I got through the whole thing. I get my food, order my food, get my bag, and I'm looking at the manager, and the manager's looking at me, and I'm staring at him, and he's looking at me, confusion. He's like, "Sir, that's it. Your order's complete. You're good to go. What are you waiting on?" And I looked him dead in his face. It's like, "I'm waiting on a paycheck, bitch." Because I just pulled a shift. And I'm gonna need something to establish myself. I came here trying to buy a burger. I walked out of here with some benefits and extra fries at the bottom of my bag. Yeah, it was weird. Not as weird as this, but there has been more weirder things. Here's one. I used to date this girl, and I realized she didn't know how to like phrase things. Like I remember one time we was driving. And she brings it up out of the blue, she was like, "Baby, you gotta take better care of your skin, get those whiteheads off." I'm like, "All right, well, thanks, rude, but whatever." Like, how does that? What do you need me to do? She go, "Tonight you should let me get you a facial." And I'm like, "Pause, lady, because that's interesting. That's interesting you would say that because I have been trying to give you a facial for weeks now, and all of a sudden you want to do tradesies in this bad boy. Who knew all it took was a couple of whiteheads and I too could make your head white? I didn't know I could have done that. I'd have stopped washing my face weeks ago when I started this plan. I would have been did that. But yeah, she broke up with me because I was a smart ass. She broke up with me right on, broke broke my little heart. And here's the thing, like when I was going through like my breakup and like dealing with things, like I started getting abs at the same time that started happening. And my friends was confused because they was like, what kind of workout diet plan are you on? You getting these abs so fast and so rapid. Like, what kind of workout diet plan are you on? And I'm like, it's this new diet plan. You might have heard of it. It's called fucking depression, sir. That's the diet I'm on. Let me tell you how it works. I get really sad. I don't want to eat. I go to the gym to work out my feelings. And come out looking amazing and ready to ruin the next woman's life. That is exactly the workout and diet plan I'm on. And I get good results. I gotta be honest. I get good results. Like I don't know why people get so weirded out about that, man. Like here's the thing about being single. Like when you're out there and you're going on these dates, people want to ask you like certain questions. And like I feel like they're asking like qualified questions when you're on dates. Like they want to ask you questions like, so tell me, why are you single? And I never know how to answer that. Like I don't because I feel like you're asking me to tell you why I ain't shit. You know what I mean? Like how do I tell you why I'm lonely? Okay. For starters, well, I'm super unsupportive, according to the squad, and I ghost women on the regular, and I fart in my sleep. That's what I do. I fart in my sleep. Why are you out here begging for attention like me? Why are you asking me these questions? It's like I don't know how people ask that. Like it feels like when when a job and you're trying to go on a job interview, you ain't had a job in a while. I don't want to ask you like, hey, so you got like an 18-month gap between jobs. What have you been doing? What have I been doing? I don't know. I've been using that time to play PlayStation and hunt my way from house to house because I don't have anywhere to live and my luck is running out. That's why I'm here for the job, sir. Why are you asking me these fucking questions, duh? Why people ask these questions? Being single is interesting, man. Like, I had this girl I used to date, and like she would talk dirty to me, and like here's the thing, like she would talk slang when she would talk dirty to me, which is interesting because I like to be on the same page when we getting down. You know what I mean? Like I like think we are consensual and everything is on up to par. And she would talk slang to me, which would throw me off. I'm like, ooh, girl, you ready for all this? She could look at me in my face and be like, yeah, daddy, I want you to rubber band me. And I'm confused because I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that means. Rubber band, what is that? Rubber band. She's like, oh, yeah, dad, I want you to stretch this out. I was like, oh, wait a second, ma'am. I don't know how much stress that you had on the menu tonight, but you signed up for some penis and not P90X, ma'am. Like, you getting some down with dick, not down with dog. I don't know what this other stuff is you looking for. And this thing, like, she would refer to, like, her lady area, right? She referred to her lady parts as, like, a poonkosh, which sounds weird. Poonkosh sounds like something your weed man would try to sell you. When you pull up and ask him what he got for you, like, oh, player, come on in. I got this new poonkush for you. You like poonkush? All right, what kind of weed is poonkush? Like, let me know what that is. Like, oh, poonkush is the shit. You're going to hit it a couple times, and it's going to call you and tell you it wants to talk. No, I don't want no clingy weed player. No weed calling me, asking me, what are we? Like, you are a doobie, and I mean, this is a doobie, and I'm high and hungry. It's sandwich time in this motherfucker. That's what we are, hungry and sleepy. That's what we are right now. Weed. Here's the thing, like, being single, like, they would ask you, like, these interesting things, man. Like, here's the thing I found out being single is, like, did you know that women would pay for dates now? Did y'all know that? Yeah, I don't know if you're shaking your head out there in internet land, but they will. They will do it. It is a rarity. They will do it. But there is one side effect that you may have to deal with, and that is the side effect of them telling you to shut the fuck up from time to time. I don't know what it is about paying bills and make you feel like you can just say shut the fuck up from time to time, but it happens. And they will. And here's the thing. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt a bit, and this one's going to soften the blow. I can guarantee you this one thing will soften the blow. A stomach full of lobster and Hennessy that you did not pay for. That's what's going to soften. Like, you know what? I think I will shut the fuck up. Like, waiter, excuse me, garçon, excuse me. Could you bring another round of shut the fuck up over here, please? One more round of shut the fuck up on the ladies' tab, if you could. Oh, it makes me feel better. I don't know about y'all. I got a lot of what's been happening to me recently. Oh, I try not to be a dick. Like I try not to be like ass. Like I had this coworker I used to work with, and he was Catholic, and he invited me to his party for this. He was invited to his house for this party for Ash Wednesday, right? And I don't know nothing about Ash Wednesday, so I show up to the party with no lotion on. I was ashy as shit for the Ash Wednesday party. I'm standing at the door confused. I thought it was themed. I didn't know how this worked. Y'all ever got like when you to the bottom of the Frosted Flakes bag, and when you at the bottom of the bag, it's the dust and the crumbs at the bottom of the bag. Imagine I took that, did the LeBron, and walked through the front door. It's kind of like what it looked like. And I knock on the door. He opens it. I'm looking in the house. He looking at me confused. I'm looking at him confused. And in the house, all I see is everybody with ash crosses on their forehead. And all I got is these ashy ass elbows. And I'm like, something is not right here. My friend's like, nah, man, Ash Wednesday is the beginning of Lent. We do something to prepare. You know, this whole party is the show what we're going to give up for Easter, for Lent. And are you giving up anything? And I was looking dead in his face, and I was like, lotion, fool. I gave up lotion for your party. I don't know if that counts, but I gave that up. I don't know if you can tell. I'm at your front door looking like a powdered donut. I was upset. I thought it was a theme party, so I did what I thought I could do. I clapped my hands 3 times, and I disappeared into a cloud of ash like I was Batman. So I'm going to go somewhere where I can be happy and moist. All right. I know I said I tried to be a dick, but here we go. I don't know if there's any big girls in the audience. This is it's gonna end positively, I promise. I get it. Sometimes when I do this joke, I can feel it tense up in here. Ain't nobody here, but I can feel somebody tensing up somewhere. You know, just because I can't hear the tree falling don't mean it didn't hit the ground. I get it. I do this joke. People tense up. They're always like, what you mean, big? What you trying to say? You trying to be funny? You trying to call me ugly? Like, no. Big does not automatically mean ugly. You can be big and beautiful. All big means is I won't be picking you up when we fuck. That's it. That's all that means. I got to change my style up a little bit. You know, I got to change how we do this. You know, I got the 150 style. That style, all right. Pick upable, hop up. Let me do this. Then we got the 200 style. That one I got to think about. You know, have I been in the gym? The answer is yes. Climb aboard. I'll give you a boost. Then we got the 250 style. That one I'm going to be honest. That one, she's probably picking me the fuck up. Yeah, she's going to pick me up and throw me on her shoulders and carry me like Jesus carried the cross is what she's going to have to do. You ever seen y'all ever seen them videos you get down, like you get lost in like the Pornhub rabbit hole, and you ever see one of them videos, it's a big girl and she got this dude on her shoulder like a sack of potatoes, and she's sucking his dick like this, bang, 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 bang. It is the craziest shit, because all you see is these big ass feet swinging, and you can't tell if he's trying to bust a nut or keep his balance. I don't know what he's doing. It's like he's just like he is struggling. But pick me up like a sack of potatoes. Let me see. Carry me. Let's see how this works. But before I did comedy, I used to like work in this warehouse. And when I get off work, my clothes would be dirty. And like I don't really know how to explain this. Like I'm walking in my car, I see this lady, I'm like, hey, how are you? Her first response, she's gonna clutch her pearls, but I don't have any spare change. No spare change, please. And I'm confused because she hit me in the face with a handful of pennies like this. And I'm like, why would she hit? That was an interesting defense mechanism. Pennies? Why would you do that? Like you thought if I was gonna rob you, like these pennies ain't gonna stop no stabbing. You gotta at least throw some dollar bills in the air and confuse me and let me catch them. It was at that point I realized that she thought I was homeless, and I got upset because I was like, yeah, I got offended, and I was like, hey, bitch, I wasn't gonna ask you for no spare change, but I will take a couple dollars if you have them. I will take them dollars because I'm gonna need a backwood to stressify myself for what you just put me through, ma'am. That's what I'm gonna need. And at that moment, I thought about it. I said, oh, shit, I am gonna need that spare change because I forgot about the tax. Let me get these pennies. I apologize, ma'am. You have a blessed day. Jesus loves you. I don't know why homeless people always hit you with the Jesus love you when you don't hit them with what you need. Okay, here's one. I almost got into a fight with a homeless dude. I'm not proud of it. Like, I didn't start it. Like, this isn't something I brag about. But we was both in the gas station. Everything's going good. And I don't know. I guess his imaginary friend must have said some shit to him that he didn't like because no one said anything. And out of the blue, he just got to yelling at people. Like, what was you here to do, motherfucker, huh? What was you here to do? He looked at me in my face. I'm confused because I'm like, I'm just here for Skittles, baby. That's it. And see what's up with these over-the-counter dick pills they got going on in here. I'm curious. Fuck everybody out there who's judging. I was just curious because it's a $1 trillion industry. Statistically speaking, somebody out there is popping them shits. And I want to know who's out there doing it. Who's out there risking their life popping Dollar Tree dick pills? Who's doing it, huh? You out here buying your dick pills with a rhino on the front with a machine gun for a nose because that spells power. I don't know who's doing it. Here's the thing. You're buying your dick pills from Arco? Word? Everyone knows you got to go to Chevron if you want the higher quality dick pills and gas. It says it in the commercial. We've heard it. Your dick runs better on Techron. We've heard it. But he didn't like that. So he hit me with some shit that I wasn't ready for. He looked me in my face and was like, I go dumpster diving, searching for lamps with genies in them. Just so I could wish a motherfucker would. I'm like, that's clever, but you don't want, like, I don't know, your 2 front teeth back or like pants. You don't want no pants in here. And I didn't know how I could get out of the fight with this homeless dude. I didn't know what I could do to stop that, you know? So I did the number one thing I knew I could do. Reached in my pocket, and I pulled out a handful of pennies, and I hit this motherfucker in the face with them, and I ran out the store as he confusedly picked him up off the floor. All right, y'all, that's my time. My name is Javon Whitlock. Thank you. Peace.
What's going on, everybody? Once again, get up to Javon. Woo! Man, throwing pennies at people. Throwing pennies. Throwing like this. Like that. Like that. Just throw them at you. Just throw them at you. Well, now that the comedy, one phase of the comedy is gone, let's go into the poetry phase and then go into the comedy phase after that. It's like a sandwich. So let's bring up the man himself, the man who's also the host and is the VP of SPC, Sacramento Poetry, if you don't know that one. I give you Sharon Resolution. Oh my goodness. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing out there? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? All right, so it's crazy this day. This is the last show of the year. The last show of the year. And I got my 2 hooligans here with me, and I'm a hooligan thug too, so let's get this thing rolling, shall we? All right. So, just like what Javon was saying about going to the club, talking to this female and stuff, I've had those moments too, and it's always tripped me up because I always have these moments where I walk up to them and I go, excuse me, this may seem rude. Talking solely just sounds crude, but I have effective conversation. I got to do what I got to do. I get so excited speaking word piles. Words slip off my lips and become Scrabble tiles. 20 points for letting me on double word space. A taste. Playing Scrabble in my place. Is it absurd that my actions need verbs that have so much to say, but none of it's heard? Psst. A dummy with no ventriloquist. You think you'll get the gist? We'll be wrong if I can't use strong. I said the word, hey, you. Hi. I wish my vocabulary was dense, so it wouldn't take me so long to state my intent. See, a wave will be great. A high will be fine. A wave will be nice. Just get me on base. You see, when I talk to the ladies, they go, huh? What? And then I stand there and I get stuck because I don't know what to say and I don't know what to do. I need to do something because this is not cool. So why am I hesitant? Because I want you to like me. Isn't it obvious? Fill the meal at high speed. Oh, I see. Your face speaks lines. Remove your disguise. It's written on your eyes. Here's a fact. 9% of black kids have speech disorders. And sons are 3 times like to have it than daughters. So as an executive of blue collar, I'm going to have this problem. So why even bother? Do I sound unintelligent? What does pen and pad state my intent? I got the parcel of rhymes that I use in poetry, created with different schemes for you to notice me. For this to happen massively, to master this catastrophe, you might have to change drastically. Classically, I'm used to verbal wounds from society. But a strong will needs notoriety. So when I talk to the ladies and they still go, huh? What? Yo, I won't stand there and I will not get stuck because I know what to say and I know what to do. So if I can't get your number, Facebook do? Peace. It's hard being me. It's hard being the king. So, I am self-employed, but I did work at an office, and I'm gonna tell you how one of my days went. Thursday, 8 a.m. I walked between 2 security doors to meet a time clock. The clock's a Nazi, but that's okay. I punch it daily. I sit in a 6x6 cubicle in a windowless room. But Betty's a rebel. Pictures of babies and beaches fill her cubicle wall. This will be a quiet place to work for the tapping on the keyboard. I monitor monitors that are monitoring me. We're at an audio-visual standoff. In the side, I got a calendar with red marks. I think I can take one more day off. COVID. Gluten-free Janine slips the last Danish off the copy table. Artificial lighting illuminates, and Jane tolerates a migraine daily. Dave got fired yesterday. Vultures circle his desk. I got dibs on the multicolored markers. In the break room, the smell of burnt popcorn wafts. It's the perfume of the damned. To pay the dealer's new price. A3. Kit Kat, please. At the employee refrigerator is our sign of previous employees are slow descent into hell. Keep your hands off my sandwich! Signed, Phil. The boss brings her favorite creamer to work today. Market will not stop me. I pour half it into the sink and leave a thank you note signed Phil. I tell myself, I belong here. I'm supposed to be doing this. My therapist says I'm in an abusive relationship with my job. Yesterday, we saw a video on office shooters. Not quite sure if it was prevention or tutorial. We'll see at the next evaluation. Thank you. All right. All right, let's get a couple more and then we'll get back to the comedy. But as usual, have you ever basically been on any kind of bus or any transportation, or if you ever gone to a coffee shop or something, and just had a moment that just kind of you wish happened? Let me tell you one. I walk onto the bus. She's sitting right there. In slow motion, a smile appears on her face. I sit from a distance. Scanning her dimensions, making a decision, should I do this? Because making her uncomfortable. Lines in my mind, I decide to mumble to myself. Her hair, her lips, serenade a song with her black silky hair, silky and long, swaying from side to side. The beauty she emits, 6 o'clock in the morning, she looks like this. Woo! Do you have a man or someone you lay with? Because if I was that person, this is what I would do. I would chant your name. I would dance the jig, and I would say a prayer and say thank you. Thank you to be part of your community, to be part of you and me. A wonderland of dreams, a marriage proposal from you and me, giving birth to child number 3, feeling serendipity. The bus stopped. I shook my head because I drift. She got up, got off. An opportunity missed. All right. Okay. So, to everyone else out there, this is the last show of 2022 that we'll be doing. And we'll be back coming hard next year. But we're going to end it off powerfully with my man next on the scene. You should get him up. Say it loud, comedy. He basically rocks the house. You should go to him. His shows, Tokes and Jokes. I mean, he has things going on all the time. I'd give it up to my man, the myth. He is Sacramento legend. He's Sacramento legend. You all got to know that. I know I'm hyping him up that high, but he's going to be doing it. I'd give it up to Michael Calvin Jr.
Yeah, we are live. Shout out to the internet world. How we doing, internet? How we doing, internet? All the internet people, how we doing? Go ahead and tap your mouses for me one time. Tap your mouse, tap your mouse, tap your mouse, tap your mouse. God damn it. Oh, man, yes. Happy to be here, man. Give it up for your host, Sharon E. Smith, man. That was dope. That fucking sandwich poem was amazing. I like poems where I could tell you were at the job when you wrote that shit. Hey, man, I'm telling you, man, social media lets you know that there are a whole lot of employees that do not work at their fucking job at all. Just all day long, I'm literally watching people like, aren't you supposed to be at work right now? How the fuck are you arguing with a random stranger in Pittsburgh? Like, what the holy shit. Oh, God. Love doing stand-up comedy, man. Love doing comedy. Been doing comedy in a whole lot of rough places, man. For the people at home that don't know me, man, I was actually in San Francisco the night Donald Trump got elected. And, saddest night in San Francisco history. All the glitter stopped in midair and shit. All the rainbows were lit at half mast. It was a sad day out there. Oh my God, man. This is so fun, man. So some of you guys are streaming this right now. This is going to be a great show. This is great. I love it when we mix poetry and comedy, man. It's always fun, man. Because poetry, like if you are not a romantic guy, never take your girl to a poetry show. They will steal your fucking lady, bro.
They will steal your lady. I know. I fucked around and did it one time. I took my lady to a comedy show, and I swear, every poet, the only thing they wanted to talk about was their penis. It was weird. It was a weird show of man after man romantically describing their penis. It was weird as shit. It was very uncomfortable for me. They were talking to my lady about a whole bunch of shit that didn't make sense. They were talking to her. They were like, girl, when I see your chest, I see your heart as something I want to invest in. Pull you up next and start caressing. I was like, what? Her? Like, what the fuck? I was like, I just see titties, nigga. I don't even see. I don't see none of that. I just see that they ain't hanging up like they used to. Telling you, man, love it, man. He told you guys I'm from Sacramento, man. If you're not from Sacramento, I'm here to fill you in on Sacramento culture, man, because this is noted fact of Sacramento. If you've never been, I want you guys to know this. We have a code of ethics, but it's weird. You got to pay attention because if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, you might apply the wrong code to the wrong people, and it's not going to work. Our code of ethics is very simple, man. We love people. We love animals. We always give the way. We always are polite. However, we do have this thing where we don't fuck with turkeys. We don't fuck with the turkeys. We don't bother the turkeys. You let them cross the street. It doesn't matter if you're in Citrus Heights, Elk Grove, West Sac. You let the turkeys cross unbothered. I don't care what time of the day it is, what hour it is. You let them turn. I don't care if you got to go to work. You're like, oh shit, here they come. Like, all right, let me just go ahead and sit here. Like, oh, okay, all right. Oh shit, the whole family. You got the whole family with you out here today. All right. Now let a homeless person try that same shit. I will honk the fucking horn. Like, what? This homeless man like, oh man, like, man, get out the fucking street. Like, what the hell? Get a job, bro. Like, what the hell do you think this is? Got time to be watching you almost get hit by this goddamn Camry? Like, what the hell? We have a lot of turkeys in Sacramento, man. I'm telling you. It's weird because I've gotten to this place where I was smoking weed the other day and I was watching turkeys cross the street. And then I randomly started thinking to myself, like, man, why do we have so many turkeys out here after, like, it is literally November and these turkeys are walking around unafraid. Like, ain't nobody gonna kill them. Do we have some type of law that allows turkeys to just live here unmolested? Like, it's every holiday season, they just be out there just walking like ain't nothing gonna happen to me. I've come to this point where I feel like Sacramento is the witness protection program for all turkeys. If all those turkeys got New York accents and shit, you just got to talk to them, bro. They're like, hey, bada boom, man. You're like, hey, God. All them turkeys were telling on other turkeys and shit. They're working with farmers. They're like, yeah, you want to go in there and get them, man. Got a bunch of snitch-ass turkeys walking across the street. Telling you. Or it's two ways, right? It goes the other way. Like, maybe. And this is the part, like, okay, so I want to talk about something because I know it makes a lot of people uncomfortable, right? Here's the thing. When you talk about Black history, everybody gets uncomfortable because at some point when you talk about Black history, all of a sudden racism shows up. We didn't like it either, but unfortunately, no matter what we were doing, it just kept showing up. It was weird. So I'm going to share something with you, man. So people that don't know, Harriet Tubman was known for freeing slaves. I believe there is a Harriet Tubman of turkeys out here in Sacramento, California. I believe Harriet Cluckman goes around finding loose turkeys like, hey, I know this place where I can take y'all. It's going to be safe. And all the other turkeys are like, where, bitch? And she's like, Sacramento. And then a bunch of turkeys just don't believe her. They're like, whatever, you're just trying to get us killed. We're going to stay here. I'm going to follow this white man with corn. And everything is going to be okay. And Harriet, meanwhile, she's out here saving all the turkeys. This is the stuff I think about when I get high. Oh, man. Speaking of Black History, man, I realized this, man. One of my favorite inventors is one of the guys that they don't ever talk about in Black History. His name was Garrett Anderson. You want to know what Garrett Anderson did? Garrett Anderson was the first black man to help black people get their hair straight. He was the original, ain't nothing get straightened but straightening. Like, that was him. Garrett Anderson. He invented something that made your hair get straighter. You want to know something else Garrett Anderson did? What Garrett Anderson was famous for? Being the first black man to have a car in Cleveland, Ohio. Do you know how racist it is for somebody to have under your accomplishments to be the first black man to have a car? Do you know that means that it didn't matter what else he did with his life? Everyone in Cleveland was like, here goes that nigga in a car again right there. Like, there goes that goddamn Garrett Anderson. Garrett Anderson also, one of his more famous inventions was he invented the first ever gas mask. Fun fact. He invented this gas mask, and what he used to have to do so that he could sell this mask was he hired a white man that would come in and stand in, and what he would do is the white man would pretend it was his invention, and Garrett Anderson would be out there pretending like he didn't know how it worked. Genius. Unfortunately, what happened was Garrett see what I mean? Racism shows up. Garrett Anderson, one day, he was out and about and saw a tunnel collapse. Boom. There was a bunch of miners that were stuck inside and they were dying. And lo and behold, bow, he had a gas mask. What does Garrett Anderson do? Boom. Runs in there, saves about 7 trapped miners with the gas mask, comes out and saves people, and he's showing everybody like, yeah, I just saved them. They got this gas mask, da-da-da-da. And do you want to know what the news reported on was? How in the fuck did you get the gas mask? Like, what in the fuck? And as soon as they found out that the gas mask was invented by a black man, they stopped production on the whole thing. True story. Now, here's the part that I need you guys to understand. This happened in 1900. Long time ago. There was no internet. There was no cell phone. There was no regular phone. You literally had to deliver message face to face on horseback or through pigeon. You literally had to be like, hey, pigeon, why don't you go ahead and take this letter for me and hope that it gets there. It's a real thing that we used to do, young folks. Yes, it's a real thing. Talk to your great-great-grandparents if they're still alive, or talk to your great-grandparent. They might know somebody that used to do something like this. And I say all this to say, do you know how racist you have to be to ride a horse to a whole nother city to let everybody know that this mask is being made by a black man? Like, do you know how long it takes to ride a horse from Texas to New Mexico? Seriously, this man was just on there like, oh my God, I gotta sleep. I gotta let these people know this invention is made by a black man. Racism is very determined, is what I'm trying to let you know. And Black history will let you know that, because it always shows up. Always at the wrong time. And this is the part where everybody that's not black gets very uncomfortable right now, but it's okay. You can laugh at this. Love what I do, man. No, I'm telling you, this comedy is fun, man, but when y'all don't laugh, man, these shows fucking suck. Like, serious. I've had to do, like, man, I'm serious. I had to do a show, right? I had to do a show for 100 couples, right? And in my mind, I was like, all right, I'm going to come out and tell sex jokes. And yeah, I came out and told sex jokes. Nobody laughed. It was 100 couples staring at me like, sex? We don't do that. Got so uncomfortable, bro. I just started asking people who've been married the longest. People started throwing their hands up, like 5 years, 7 years. This one couple was like 14 years. I was like, 14 years? It's like 14 years. I was like, that's what's up. So I started talking to the husband, trying to get material out the husband. So we just started talking about random stuff. I was like, sir, are you and your wife still having sex? He said, yes. I said, sir, what's your favorite part about having sex? His answer was, with my wife? Wasn't the answer I was expecting either. I didn't know where to go with the joke. I was like, bruh, is she in on it? Like, I was like, it's a weird way to say y'all swing. I was doing a show, bro, real life, man, and just at that point, it kind of got a little better. But then it got weird at the bar because then they like started coming up to me as a couple. They're like, "Do you really want to know if we're swingers?" I was like, "I mean, I don't care." They're like, "Well, if you want to join, just blink." And I was like, "What the fuck is this?" I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Somebody give me some cocaine." Never want to blink again. I realized this, man, after doing the show. I realized everybody has a favorite part about having sex. Everybody has a favorite part about having sex. I found this out about me. No lie. My favorite part about having sex is when you first get her naked and you unhook the bra and her titties pop out. It's my shit. It's always confusing with ladies sometimes. They're always like, I don't know if that's my favorite part about sex. That's my favorite part of every day after work. Just 6:45. But in 2022, man, some of you ladies have made the pop out misleading with the bras y'all wear. Yeah, y'all know the bra. Yeah. You ever like took her like first date and she had that bra on? Looking at her chest all night, you're like, yeah, hi. You're like, yeah, hi. You're like, man, are those D's or B's? And you take her home, you're like, whoa, she's a magician. That was amazing. How you did that there, they looked so much bigger. During the pandemic, man, I had to come to a point where I realized I had to grow up and be mature. So now I realize that all titties matter. The small breasts. Small breasts. Small breasts are like when you buy a scratcher and you win another scratcher. It's just woo, woo, another one. Don't know if I want to go back to the story for that. And then you know what? It's a weird joke because it normally divides a table of girlfriends and how they feel about my comedy. Like some of you guys might have been at home enjoying me right now, and then I made the small breast joke, and you're like, mute him. Mute because you can't cancel, so just hit the mute button and thumb down me. Like, I don't like that one. But meanwhile, there's one chick at home like, girl, that is hilarious. She made an extra bounce for the joke. This is fun, man. Oh, God. Shout out to Javon, man. Javon was up here giving you guys that fire. I'm telling you, man, comedy it's the one job that everybody thinks they can do until they got to do it. And then like like for real, everyone. And then on top of that, some of you guys that we try, guys and girls, the type, y'all got weird energy about you guys. Like some of y'all really are proud of like, you can't make me laugh. Like, nigga, there's 99 other people here. Like, why would I be focused on you? Like, you're literally the only one not enjoying this. I don't care. Like, it's not for real. Comedy is the one thing, man, where everybody, once they know, like, I don't tell people I do comedy, man. I tell everybody I'm self-employed, and I just move a conversation on, because I don't want people to start, oh, please don't put this in your comedy routine, and they're like, hey, are you going to put this in your show? And hey, I got a joke for you. Like, no, you don't. Like, no, you wouldn't make it to my comedy routine. You are boring as fuck. Like, there is nothing about you that I can find funny at all except talking about you, and that's mean. I don't want to do that. No, for real, man, because some people, they say that to you, and I'm like, bro, that was literally not even what I was thinking about right now. I was literally thinking about how hungry I am. I was not thinking about this random moment where you said to your kid, and that's what a real nerd is. Like, sir, it's just a candy. Oh, man, being a parent doing comedy is also kind of fun, man. This is a weird thing where I realize I've been cussing for the last 15 years, and now I realize my kids are starting to grow up, and I'm like, wow. I'm like, well, Jesus Christ, you're going to know your dad eats pussy. It's such a terrible thing for you to find out on the internet. Like, of all places, it's just memorized forever. I just want to say that at the time I was doing what I was doing, I didn't realize you would see this. Don't look down on me like she did. Oh, God, this is so bad. Because I got daughters, so, like, everything I say is just, they're just like, ugh. Like, that's the type of man you are, dad. Whatever. You're supposed to know that as far as y'all are concerned, you are gifts from God. This only happened twice. 2 magical nights, 12 years spread apart. Isn't it, man? Being a parent is like, it's cool and then it's weird because, like, at the same time you realize that your parents were also winging it the whole time. Like, you didn't know vegetables were good for me. That's just something somebody told you. What the hell? You didn't even have the internet back then. You don't know that to be true. We didn't have a Google. First of all, just parenting is different now, man. Nowadays, kids can have an opinion. In my day, that was talking back. That gets you fucked up. That was all this old thinking when I got something to say to you. What the hell, boy? Like, true story, man. Me and my cousins were outside playing basketball in front of the house. It was back in the day where we had the basketball hoop on the house. We were outside, we were shooting, and the ball kept going in the garage and hitting the house, kept hitting the washing machine. My Uncle Richard, and I want to bring this up because fun family fact. My Uncle Richard is a white dude, and my Uncle Richard looks very Jeffrey Dahmer-ish. And he's literally, my Uncle Richard is my nigga. Like, I love my Uncle Richard. Like, because he doesn't say a damn thing. He's very quiet. He's very organized. But just the way he would check my cousins was amazing. Like, my cousins would talk all type of shit. Man, he's a weirdo. But nigga, if 9 o'clock came home, that Nintendo was getting unplugged. Like, that Nintendo was getting taken off of the big TV at record speed. I remember my Uncle Richard, he came outside and he told us, if that damn basketball hits this house again, you guys are gonna come in the house and you're all grounded. Now, I don't know how we did it, but we managed to play basketball for another 2 hours without the ball hitting the house. Now, I'm not saying we were Steph Curry. What I am saying is that the way we were making sure that ball didn't hit the house was record-breaking, airbender, style bender, Matrix 3. Like, it was all of the above. Hey, make sure you guys keep supporting live comedy, man, here at the Stab Comedy Theater. Make sure you support the live stream, man. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I've been Michael Calvin Jr. God bless you guys. Hope you enjoyed the show. Good night.
Oh, yeah. Once again, give it up to Michael Calvin Jr. All right, everybody. Thank you being out there in the internet world, in the online world. Thank you for seeing this one show. We've done this thing 11 times. 11 times this year. We've done this every month. We've done it 11 times. Next month, we're not doing it. I'm sorry, but y'all gonna have to spend time with y'all families and go Christmas shopping or something, because we're not gonna do that. We're gonna come back next year. More comics, more poets, new times maybe, or new stuff, but it's still the same question. Loudmouths. What's so funny about poetry and comedy? Why don't y'all know? Because the Loudmouths are here. Check once again here at Stab Comedy Theater. More shows. Check me out once again this Friday on Willie Listens. And let y'all know. Keep an eye on Stab Comedy Theater. Say once again thank you to Jesse for letting me do this show for 11 times this year. And every time I've always been something different. But now, and I thank all the comics that came. I thank y'all. I thank all the poets that came to do these shows. Y'all don't know how much I appreciate this. from my heart. And all the people online and in the crowd instead of came, I can't help. I mean, throw flowers, digital flowers, you can. But I also want to say, if y'all out there watching the show for free, I know y'all just turned on your thing, just went bloop. Why don't y'all give $1 or so from your Venmo to the Venmo link right here, Stab Comedy Theater. Give it up to it. Just give $1. Give what you know what? Give how much you think the stuff was worth. Did you laugh? Isn't that $1? If you laughed 4 or 5 times, isn't that $5? How many times $1 you need to get a laugh? Check that out. That's one of those good things. But I'm gonna leave it like that. Take care of yourselves. Have a happy holidays. And to everyone out there, stay true. And I'll see you in 2023. Salute.
Thank you. That is it for us for tonight. Check us out here tomorrow in person for the Stab Mic. We don't stream the open mic. Who would do that? It's a terrible idea. And then Friday, our regular lineup of shows, the Stab Show, Willie Listen, and Comedy Yacht Club. You know what? Check out stabcomedytheater.com for the full calendar of events. Then you'll know what's going on. We stream live improv, stand-up, sketch, podcast, gaming, and music streams 6, 7 nights a week. Depends on the week. Check out the calendar. It varies all the time. Thanks for hanging out with us. Let's see if we've got an audience that we can send. Yeah, we do. Let's see if we can send you guys over to Desert Bus. They're still going. It's still Desert Bus season. That means we raid them every time. So hold on for the raid. Let me get you guys set up here. All right. Hope to see you back here Friday. Stab Show, 7 p.m. And, everything that we do. Have a good night. Hold on for the raid.